I'm Lady Yoga with EnlightenUpTV.com, and I am here with Adam Strecker.
Hello.
Hello. Who is the COO, Chief Operating Officer of LGO Hospitality. Oh my gosh, try to say that 10 times fast.
That'd be hard.
That would be very difficult.
It would.
Okay, so Adam, thank you so much for joining me, and tell me a little bit about LGO and what your job is and what your day-to-day entails.
We have 8 restaurants over 2 cities,
Okay.
Mostly in Los Angeles and Phoenix. Busy days, running 8 restaurants. So we just try to keep up every day and keep growing the business.
Yeah, I would imagine the hustle and bustle of one restaurant is hard to manage, but you have 8 in 2 separate cities.
Yes.
So it's probably early morning till late at night for you.
Absolutely.
You're also a family man, so you're kind of a daddy tasker, so there's a lot of stress in your everyday.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, and you do hot yoga, right?
Absolutely.
And
yes.
when did you start hot yoga?
About 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Needed it.
And you needed it.
Yes.
Now, how did you know you needed it?
I was hitting the wall every day.
Hitting the wall
Couldn't
every day.
sleep, stressed out all the time. Figured I needed to change something up.
Okay.
Yep.
And how did you come to hot yoga?
A friend of mine gave me some piece of advice to check it out and get a good workout.
Who's this friend of yours?
A gentleman named Bob Lynn.
Bob Lynn.
Yes.
Shout out.
And so, you know, he got me started on it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Okay.
So it helps me out.
And hot yoga is a very intense form of yoga. It's the 26 postures done twice in a room, heated to 108 degrees.
Absolutely.
So you're already putting yourself into like the center of a hot kitchen.
Yes.
Right?
Used to it.
Yeah. And so where in your body do you tend to carry most of your tension?
Middle of my back, or my shoulders and my neck mostly.
Okay. So one of the points of EnlightenUpTV.com is to help people who are either seasoned yogis or have never done yoga before to find yoga in their everyday. So if you're one of those guys that carry tension in the shoulders, let's share some of those poses that make you feel really relaxed so that maybe they can try it at home.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Half moon first.
Half moon. Oh, half moon is a great one. Half moon opens up the spine in all 4 directions. So let's do it.
Let's go.
Take those arms up. Okay. What's happening here?
Well, we're opening up our chest and our shoulders and our neck, really.
And our neck, yeah. And taking some deep breaths. So once those arms are over the head, you get to release those ribs off the lungs. You can take deeper breaths. Let's squeeze the arms alongside the ears, cross the thumbs, eliminate the space between the pinky side of the hand, and you're going to lengthen up as you inhale, and then we'll reach over to the right. Now, in the hot room, we do 2 sets. First set is usually a minute. Second set is usually about 30 seconds, depending on the pose. And if we don't have time to hit the mat, sometimes all you need is just find your favorite pose, the one that makes you feel the juiciest and best and opens up your body the most, and then just come into it in the day, right? So come back to center. If you have a really stressful day where you're engaging clients and then let's reach over to the left, and then you got to deal with employees, and then you're traveling, and then you got to dash home and answer 50,000 emails.
Absolutely.
All you need to do is just find a few moments. Right? And
so relax and focus.
Feel so good through the side body. Yes. Let's come back up to center. We'll find the back bend. So we drop the head back, gaze straight up towards the fingertips. Drop the shoulders down to lift the heart and start to reach the arms back. We're going to reach all the way to the kitchen. Hips come forward, squeeze the seat in the belly. And then we'll come on up. And I'll watch you do the 4th and final part, the forward fold, which is sort of the response. My friend is awesome. Right, so this is soothing the nervous system. Once the head is lower than the heart, guys, whenever I get stressed out, this is where I go. It's right into a forward fold. Once the head is lower than the heart, we can take deeper breaths, soothe the nervous system, decompress the low spine, and slowly come on up. Maybe eagle pose is another good one for the shoulders, right?
Yes.
That's one of your favorites.
Absolutely.
You could do that for the full 90 minutes, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so let's
full
do our
90
eagle
minutes.
pose, which opens up the back, creates a tourniquet effect to the joints, so you're getting that fresh oxygenated blood to the joints. So he doesn't sit around all day.
Never.
Right, so you're constantly in movement, but it's kind of good to get out those kinks, right?
Absolutely.
So let's do our eagle. Tell me how to go into eagle.
Well, right hand over the left.
Right. Wrap at those wrists.
Yep.
Thumbs towards the face.
Try to get the elbows and wrists straight.
Yep. That's a good,
which is a little bit harder.
Tip. I might have to use that in my class later. It is hard. Cool down with those elbows, lift high with the chest, and let's sink down into the squat. Hard to do in denim and boots, but we're going to give it a shot because we're showing you how to do yoga in your everyday. Look at that form, guys. Right over left, right squeeze. And maybe if you can find that wrap. Oh, I can actually do that. It's what happens when you're wearing fake material boots. Not real leather, it's a little softer. So you level those hips and shoulders, sink down, squeeze. So all the joints are squeezing, you're detoxifying. In that hot room, it's so good, so you're sweating it all out. But here in this cold room, right, the restaurant, we're just feeling that nice squeeze and then that full release, right, when we come right into the other side. Oh, it feels so good. It's almost like a shot of espresso without the crash.
Absolutely.
Sink down nice and low, left comes over right, you know? And you can even answer your iPhone.
Oh, you could.
Well, we're going to try not to do that.
That's not good advice, though.
No, it's not. Even if you just take a few seconds just to shut that phone off and come right into it. Okay. And nice and slow, we'll come back up. Hands up. And what's another one of your favorite ones?
Awkward.
Awkward pose. And awkward pose has 3 parts to it, and it fires up those muscles.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how do we do that?
6 inches apart or shoulder width.
Right, perfect.
Hands up, fingers together.
Yep.
And then we go down.
Then we go down like an elevator.
Yep.
We're going to lift that heart, squeeze the belly in. That's going to protect the low back. And then we sink down nice and low. Warms up all of the major muscles. And for a guy that's like in meetings all day and running 8 restaurants, you got to have laser beam focus. So if this doesn't focus you, I don't know what's going to, right? Hips down, thighs down,
True.
chest up and back, right? So sometimes they have, you know, all these ways of being more focused and concentrated in their meeting. All they have to do is do awkward pose. Let's do the second part. Lift up, lift those heels up. So even balancing on all 10 of the toes is super hard. The tops of the feet go parallel to the wall in front of you, and then keep the spine long and sink down low. Check this out, guys. You go to that point where you start to shake. That's where it gets a little scary, but hey, if you can go into the belly of the fire, you can do anything here. Spine is nice and long, relaxed face, you're doing great. And then come on up slow. Release, let's go into the third part. So you'll lift those heels just enough to squeeze those inner knees, inner thighs together. Keep the spine nice and long. Look at those arms, these rock solid. So the muscles are engaged in the upper body so that you can actually relax through the shoulders here, right? So sometimes we're wearing the shoulders as earrings, we're tensing up through here. But if the rest of our body is engaged, then we can kind of relax through here, right? And although it's nice to get the 90 minutes, just a few poses, right?
Sure, 5 minutes works.
Right?
Absolutely.
So what would you tell people at home, whether they're seasoned yogis or whether they have never practiced yoga, how would you get them to try just a few poses each day?
Just got to give it a shot.
Right.
And get with a friend or just practice at your home in your private or your own home and look for a studio and check it out.
Excellent.
A lot of fun.
Now, Bob convinced you, but have you paid it forward and convinced some of your friends?
A bunch of my managers.
A bunch of your managers.
Sure.
Excellent.
Helps all of us.
Yeah. So before a shift, you can do a few awkwards.
Yes.
Get yourself ready to go.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Get the stress off your back.
Exactly. You need that for your everyday.
Absolutely.
Adam, thank you so much for sharing your time with me.
Thank you.
And being here with EnlightenUpTV.com for more tips to bring yoga into your everyday life. Check out EnlightenUpTV.com. Thank you to LA Yoga Magazine and Adam Strecker from. If we wanted to find out more about your restaurants in Santa Monica or in Phoenix, where would we go?
Best things go to our website, which is LGOHospitality.com.
Excellent.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Misfit Restaurant. Now we're going to go eat.
Great.